I'm James Winkler. I'm a postdoctoral scholar at the University of Colorado-Boulder back in the US, and I'm working with a professor at National Taiwan University in the Life Sciences department here in Taiwan. And I've come to Taiwan as a part of the scholar program. So there are different levels. You can come as an English teaching assistant, you can come as a scholar who's mainly focused on research, and that's how I've come back to Taiwan again. So in Taiwan, I focus on a research project that aims to understand how bacterial antibiotic resistance arises from antibiotic treatments and how we can sort of look at interactions between different types of antibiotic treatments to prevent that. So we're having this problem of increasing drug resistance, and we're running out of antibiotics, antivirals, and other medications to treat these infections. So back in the 1900s, early 1900s, you would have problems where you would get an infection and all we could do is give you painkillers and fluids to help you survive. And we're rapidly returning to that world nowadays. As children, many of us got infections, ear infections, respiratory infections that are easily treated, but our children may not be able to take advantage of the same medications that we once had access to. So we need to come up with new strategies to make better use of what we have and hopefully prevent the development of resistance to new drugs that we're currently developing in pharmaceutical companies and academic research laboratories. So right now I've been building a database of all the known interactions between different antibiotic-resistant genes that have been cataloged in the academic literature. And this is hundreds of papers and thousands of different genes that have been mutated in response to antibiotic treatment. So I've been able to use this database to actually quantitatively assess the strength of gene-gene interactions, so the frequency at which one gene is mutated and another gene is mutated in the same strain. And with this knowledge, you can look at different adaptive mechanisms that confer resistance to antibiotics, and then hopefully understand and devise strategies that may be able to select combinations of drugs that require incompatible resistant mechanisms. So you can become resistant to one, but you can't become resistant to the other. So with this drug combination, you would essentially kill off whatever bacterial infection you have because they can't become resistant to both drugs simultaneously. So I've made some progress in understanding what these strategies might look like and opposing genetic mechanisms in these bacterial species. I actually wanted to continue a collaboration I started with a Taiwanese professor, Ryan Gill, in the previous year. And I had seen the resources and support network that was available to me if I could come back and work with her students and her on my research topic. So her lab is actually an expert in studying cancer genomics, proteomics. So basically the genetic and protein features that characterize cancer tissues and what converts a cell from a normal cell into a cancerous one that causes a tumor that has to be treated. So my incentive for applying for the Fulbright is actually to continue this collaboration. I've been looking around for various funding opportunities, and it seems like Fulbright actually fit my experience and the interests of Dr. Ryan quite well. So I went ahead and applied, and thankfully they decided to award me the grant, and here I am today. I would emphasize the convenience, not the convenience stores. Those are great, but you can only go to those so many times per day. By just getting around is easy. Taipei has the MRT or the metro, so you can go around from different points of the city within 30 to 45 minutes at most. You can go between cities very easily. There's very cheap buses, there's a high-speed rail, there's another rail system, so you can go anywhere in the island without ever having to drive. Biking is excellent, hiking is excellent. So there's so many opportunities for convenient, just coming here vacationing. And Taiwanese people are often almost too friendly. It's like they're too accommodating to foreign tourists. But for foreign tourists, it's very convenient. So you can come here and have fun, feel very safe, and enjoy your time here and make Taiwanese friends very easily compared to almost any other country on earth.